We have seen a man named Ananias coming in and putting his hand on him so he might receive his sight. Amen. As you take your seats, ponder this thought with me as God releases it in his place. Falling down to be risen up. Exchanging your sight for his vision. Amen. Come on, give God some praise in this house. Amen. Falling down to be risen up. And then exchanging your sight for his vision. There is no one in this room today that has not experienced a fall of some kind. We have all been in a position where we had to get ourselves back up or needed some help getting up. Every time you fell, it didn't matter if it was an accident or someone helped you get there on purpose. A fall is never an ideal situation. But falling is not always a negative thing. Just like learning to ride a bike, falling is not ideal, but it's necessary. Now here in our text today, we see that Saul of Tarsus experienced a fall. Not only was it necessary, but it was life-changing. God is desiring to invoke some changes in our lives. He wants us to transition from our current position to a new one. He wants to make an exchange with us that will cause us to see some things differently than we see them now. Verse 4 in chapter 9 says, "Then he fell to the ground and heard a voice saying unto him," and I'm going to stop right there because God used a light from heaven to grab Saul's attention. So much so that Saul lost his focus and fell. Ask yourself today, what is God using to grab your attention right now? It is so sad that nowadays we have become a people that are so prideful and so arrogant and self-righteous and critical because of your social status or your titles or your credentials or just simply who you think you are, that God has to bring us down just to talk to us. Just to have a conversation with you, he's got to bring you down because you're so high. Your financial status, your social status does not determine if you are anointed or not. Where you live doesn't make you deep. What you drive doesn't make you powerful. You are anointed at conception, not perception. Let me help you with that again. Men and women of God, you are anointed at conception, not by perception. Jeremiah says, even before you was in your mother's womb, he knew you. Amen. Saul, goes on to say, Saul, why you take the move of others, but you yourself is not functional? And then you are very content at being ornamental. God says to rise up and get moving. And then I will tell you what your assignment is. But I need for you to move first. It's not enough for you to get up and get in the way, but get up and move. Amen. Some of you haven't moved or won't move into the next room of God because you just simply say, everything is not clear, Lord. I'm not sure. I don't know. You showed me tidbits of this, and they prophesied on me over here, but I don't know. It's just not clear to me, God. I don't know. I think I'm just going to wait until I get all of it. And God says that he needs you to replace that fear with just a little faith. Just a little faith in him to step out in the unknown, to trust him when you can't see it all the way, and just follow instructions. You know, it really doesn't take a whole lot to follow instructions. It just takes something that God is requiring out of all of us, which is obedience. And your obedience is always better than your sacrifice. God needs for you to be obedient and follow instructions. He didn't say that everything would be clear. He didn't say everything would be known from the beginning. He didn't say he would lay it out for you from A to Z. But he did say, trust me. Lean not to your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge me, and then I'll direct your path. And that's what he needed Saul to do, was acknowledge him, so he could direct him. Your direction should come from God. Your instruction should come from God. As we go on down, we're going to move to verse 9. And verse 9 says, and he was there 3 days without sight, neither ate nor drank. There will be times in your walk with God where your natural abilities will not do. They simply will not be enough. Sometimes God needs to shut down what you see and what you take in to prepare you for what he's about to show you. Sometimes he needs to shut you down. Get you away from people, get you away from things, get you out of situations, get you in a place where it's just you and him, shut you down, close your eyes, and say, watch me. God could be preparing to show you something new right now. Is that the tug or the pull that you've been feeling in your spirit right now? Is that the certain urge to pray more, to fast more, to worship God all the more? Is it getting stronger and more intense now? Is your desire for ministry growing and growing, and you want to be at the house of God more and more? I believe that someone's assignment is changing right now. It's changing right now. God is pulling on you right now. He's been moving on you right now. It's a now thing that God is doing in your life right now. And as we go on to verse 12, verse 12 says that, and in a vision, he has seen a man named Ananias coming in and putting his hands on him, so that he might receive his sight. After God raised Saul up, he took his sight, but he gave him vision. He couldn't see in the physical, but God opened him up in the spirit. Saul experienced a vision before God restored his natural sight. Which would you rather have? What would you like to experience with God? When you come away from your time with God, what's the first thing you want to do? You want to see me or you want to see God? When you've been in the bosom of God and he has been with you and he's supped with you and he's whispered in your ear, what's the first thing you want to see when you come out of there? More of God. You want to see more of God. You want to say, God, show me what you want me to do, God. God, show me where you want me to go, oh God. God, show me who you want me to bless, oh God. God, show me who you want me to speak to today, oh God. Lord, show me who the word is for today, oh God. Lord, show me what you want me to do.